Chairman of the Faith and Freedom Coalition, Ralph Reed, ran today's big event, and he goes on the record from Washington, D.C. Thank you for being here with us. So, a big event, and seems generally like it was well received. How did you think it went?
I thought it went really great. I think Donald Trump really helped himself today. Kimberly, I mean, you ran a good bit of some of the most critical highlights of the speech. Woody Allen said that half a life is showing up, and Donald Trump showed up. And that's important, particularly when you're trying to court the faith-based vote. But he did a lot more than just show up. I mean, without insulting the intelligence of the audience or straining his pander muscles on issues that are critical to this community, of the right to life, of the sanctity of marriage, of the importance of supporting the State of Israel, of the importance of appointing judges who will not legislate from the bench but will interpret the law and the Constitution, on opposition to the Iran nuclear deal and preventing state sponsors of terror like Iran from gaining access to the world's most dangerous weapons, religious freedom. He really hit all the right notes. I mean, I did not speak to him before he walked out on that podium, other than, pleasantries backstage. And if he had asked me to write down on an index card the 5 things that he ought to hit, he hit every single one of them, and we never communicated about it. That shows a very good instinctive politician. Okay, and in the aftermath, I'm sure you spoke to quite a few people who attended, and perhaps some that even got to meet him for the first time. What was their reaction to this? Because, of course, this wasn't Donald Trump off the cuff. He was using a prompter and was focused on message and, hit the top 5, as you say. Yeah, it was not Donald Trump unplugged. He came to accomplish a purpose and deliver a message, and I think some people were very surprised, pleasantly surprised, particularly as he walked through the issues and his understanding of the importance of the judiciary. Kimberly, this is the first time really in modern American political history that we've had a presidential election at a time when there was a Supreme Court vacancy, at a moment when the highest court in the land is divided 4-4. Whoever gets to make that pick in January of 2017 is going to decide the fate of the Supreme Court and the federal judiciary on issues that we care about for a decade or 2 decades. These folks do not want Hillary Clinton to make that pick, and the fact, as he said in those remarks, that he's released a list of 11 potential jurists who are some of the most respected conservative jurists in the country, I think goes a long way to building trust. And he also said that they are all pro-life. So if you could pick one thing that you would say resonated the most with the evangelicals there, what would you say it is? Supreme Court picks, or what issue? I think they all were important, but I've been to a couple of other events where he's spoken, including a Trump rally that he held right before the Super Tuesday primaries. And I'd say the thing that comes off the most authentic and the most genuinely Trump is when he talks about the need to ensure that faith is no longer marginalized. And whether it means defending Christians in the Middle East who are being subjected to systematic liquidation or genocide by the likes of ISIS, or whether it's being able to say Merry Christmas and honor faith and charities in the United States, it's time for faith and for Christianity to be given the place in our society that it should be, a place of honor rather than a place of insult and marginalization. All right, Ralph, most important question is about turnout in the general election. He's going to need evangelicals to come out in huge numbers for him against Hillary Clinton. Will they do it? Well, they did it in the primaries, and they certainly surprised everybody. And there's 2 words that you need to say to this vote to get it fired up, and that's Hillary Clinton. There you go. And if you let them know that she's going to be on the other side, if he keeps doing stuff like he did today, they're coming in the general just like they did in the primaries. All right, Ralph, thank you for your time this evening.